Hey, hey, hey. This is all good, y'all. This is all good. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, good morning, everybody. I'm just really getting used to live streaming here on YouTube. What is up, everybody? How's everybody doing? It is good for us to be here. And happy Friday. Happy fabulous Friday. And I want you to know right out of the gate that you are fabulous. You may not think so, but you are fabulous. Amen. You're fabulous. I just want you to know right now, you are fabulous. I love you. You are fabulous. You are wonderful. You don't even know me, Dr. Sims. Well, I don't necessarily have to, but if you're watching this right now, there's something in you that's great and wonderful and wants to come out. But you're at the place right now, you don't necessarily know how to do that just yet. So, welcome, viewer. Welcome, viewer. If you want to chat with me, you can live chat with me right here. And thank you for being here with me today. I'm so excited. I've been really in the Periscope world live streaming. I've done a little live streaming on Facebook, but we're working on integrating all of this so when we broadcast, we can broadcast across all of our platforms. And I'm working on figuring that out. But first of all, what are we going to go over today? We're going to talk about who am I, just a little bit of who I am. What's preventing you from being fabulous? Um, Affirmations. We're going to go over affirmations, and I'm going to challenge you and ask you to spend an hour with me because you will be surprised the difference an hour can make. Just one difference, a difference that an hour can make. It can make the world of difference. Well, who am I? This is just a snapshot of what I'm doing on Periscope, for example. I have almost 16,000 hearts. We have over 9,000 followers on Periscope. My channel here, we are working to get 300 subscribers here on YouTube. So we're working on that. But who am I? I am the minister of motivation, all things motivation. I bridge the gap between where you are and where God wants you to be. All of us have a calling. All of us have a purpose. And the two most important days in a person's life is the day that they were born and the day that they figure out why. And that's where I come in. You see that word? I'm right there. I'm a purpose finder. I help you realize your purpose. So, what are we going to talk about today? There are some things that are preventing you from being fabulous. Well, Dr. Sims, what are those things that are preventing me from being fabulous? Number one, you don't love yourself. And I typed a little description on this live stream. Many people, and I'm finding this out with my clients, through my clients, many people are struggling when it comes to loving themselves. A lot of people don't love themselves. You're in bad relationships, if we can use that word, toxic. I mean, the relationship is literally killing you. You are doing some destructive things. You have some bad addictions, and I'm not judging, but I'm just describing what not loving yourself looks like. You're going places, doing some things that are not healthy, simply because you don't love yourself. Does that make you a bad person? I'm not labeling you good or bad. I'm just saying what I am saying is that you don't love yourself. And some of the things you're doing are symptoms of the fact that you don't love yourself. And you're preventing you from being as fabulous as you can be. You've been fearfully and wonderfully made. Number two, you really do care what people think. You do your hair, you pick your clothes, the car you drive, the house you live in, the type of money you spend, the places you hang out. A lot of things that you do are simply because you care what people think. And again, that is a symptom of you don't love yourself. Number three, another symptom, you dim your light so other people can shine. You fall back and let other people run to the forefront because you don't love yourself, you don't value you enough, and you don't feel worthy enough to take that assignment. You don't feel worthy enough to go on that job. You don't feel worthy enough opening your mouth, speaking out, speaking up. You're dimming your light so everybody else around you can think how wonderful they are, and it's oh, that's just him, that's just her. Oh, they don't worry about them. And then you get frustrated that they throwing you all kind of shade. Well, you in the dark, you in the shadows. Come on now. Number 4, you settle. Another symptom that you're preventing your own fabulousness, you settle. I was talking to a young lady the other day at prayer breakfast, and we were in line getting breakfast, and we were just talking, introducing ourselves, and we said, well, what you doing, who are you, what do you do? And I told her I'm a motivation speaker, I'm a life coach, I'm a pastor, I help people find their purpose. And she said, well, oh man, I need that right now. I said, tell me a little bit about yourself. Well, I've been single for 13 years. I got a divorce 13 years ago, and kind of been dating a little bit. But oh my goodness, is very tiring. I'm like, really? And she said, since you told me what you do, can you give me some advice? And I told her, hold your standard. I said, you are a 5-star hotel. Don't let people treat you like you're a Motel 6. No shade to Motel 6. I've stayed in many of them. But I'm saying, hold your standard. Ladies, hold your standard. Men, hold your standard. If that's not serving you, if that's not doing it for you, don't settle. Because let me tell you this, when you settle, you can't get mad at what and who you settle for because they're less than. And settling for less than is less than. And you can't get mad at less than for being less than because they're less than. Oh, come on, somebody. Do you feel me? We get frustrated because I've settled for this and it's not what I want. So now that turns into resentment. Oh, come on, somebody. Do you feel me? Number 5, you don't mind being average. You don't mind being average. You really don't mind being average. But guess what? There are no awards for that. Hashtag Drake. People are not handing out awards for average. People get laid off for being average. I got fired 2 years ago. I was an average engineer. Oh, but I'm something else when it comes to motivation. I was just average. I was an average engineer. And it was bothering me because I started this business in 2010. So I was like a fish out of water. And 4 years ago, the Lord said, you need to leave. Well, 5 years ago, you need to leave. For 3 years, it was just bouncing back and forth in my spirit. And the Lord said, you need to leave. And I stayed. And then I got released 2 years ago. Quit being average. There's no awards for that. You are comfortable with the status quo. Your theme song is, I shall not be moved, just like a tree planted by the waters. I shall not be moved. Come on, somebody. Do you feel me? You're comfortable with things just like they are, but you're frustrated because you're not happy. When you're preventing your fabulosity, your fabulousness, if you let me use that word, you're not happy at all. You're not happy. Let me ask you, are you in love with you? It is criminal to expect someone to love you and you don't love yourself. I'm talking to you. It is criminal to expect someone to love you and you don't love yourself. I'm old enough now, your opinion of me doesn't concern me. That's not my business. Your opinion of me that's not my business. And that's the attitude you ought to take. That's not my business. Let's go by affirmation. Affirmations are questions that the mind has to make true. Okay? Questions that the mind has to make true. All right? Why do I love me so much? Why do I love me so much? Why do I prosper in everything that I do? Why am I positioning myself for my next? Dr. Sims, help, help. I need a coach, Dr. Sims. Yes, yes, I need some help. Spend an hour with me. Go to bit.ly/docpower1. Spend an hour with me. Spend an hour with me. Come on. Dr. Sims, what's in it for me? Well, see, you're listening to me right now, but I haven't heard one word you said. But come away with me for an hour where we can have a safe space for you to really expose some of the things you're going through right now. And let's have a conversation. And I can ask you some questions to help get you going in the right direction. 1 hour. The average age of people watching me is about 35 years old. And if we live 35 more years, let's just say half of our life is over. We live 35 more years. 1 hour divided by 24 times 365, 24 hours in a year, 25 hours in a day, 365 days in a year. Multiply that number, then multiply that times 35. Divide that number into 1, and you get gonna get and multiply that times 100%. You're gonna get 0.003%. 0.003% of a percent. That's a small amount of that's not even that's a smidgen of the rest of your life. Spend an hour with me. Let's talk about some things. Let's talk about some things. And the first person calls me after this broadcast, you get 8 minutes with me. And here's my contact information. Now, if you're watching this, you're probably a subscriber to my channel, but go ahead, like this stream, tell your friends about me, and make sure you subscribe to the channel so that when I go live, when I post a video, when I go live, you'll get a notification. All right? All right? I appreciate you. Thank you so much. And remember, love you. Love you. I love what Terrell Owens used to say. I love me some me. Love you today. And if you love you, it's all good. Because you're at the center of all of your relationships. And remember, this is Dr. Walter Sam. I'm the minister of motivation. And as I always say, if you stay high on life, life is going to stay high on you.